Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bantamweight Boxing YouTube channel with me, your host, Michael Waite. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone's had a good bank holiday weekend here in the UK. Had some really nice weather actually. Unfortunately, no real boxing this weekend, so I'm not going to report on any kind of boxing in that sense. There was no real fights of note, so I thought I would make a few videos today kind of catching up on all of the more recent fights that have been announced and kind of some news going on in the boxing world. I thought I would start off with the Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith fight, the rematch obviously, which is set to take place now on the 17th of June. No kind of shock with this fight being announced. I think for Liam Smith, why wouldn't you take the fight when you knock someone out in 4 rounds? So Liam Smith, obviously very confident going into this fight, would be very keen to take the rematch. And also for Eubank Jr, you know, there's not really many fighters he can go against now. There's not many routes for him really to take. He obviously, before fighting Liam Smith, had I was going to say Nigel Benn, but it's obviously Conor Benn fight lined up for himself, which would have been a massive fight, big money fight, and just in general, you know, would have sold loads of pay-per-views and just been a big media kind of show. You know, they're both good talkers. They've got the history of their fathers fighting. But unfortunately, obviously, that fight was cancelled because of Conor Benn's alleged drug test. I don't want to be caught on anything here. I'm going to keep the alleged in there. Who knows what's going on there? It doesn't look great for Conor Benn. But yeah, for those reasons, that fight was obviously pulled. And Chris Eubank took the Liam Smith fight, which was in many ways a big mistake for him. I think probably going into that first fight, he thought Liam Smith was probably coming towards the end of his career. He's also stylistically probably works quite nicely for Eubank, a style that he quite likes. Someone who is going to come forward, is going to keep his gloves up, you know, try and get his head on your chest and throw punches and bunches. And I think for Eubank, that kind of fighter does suit him. It's not someone he has to go and find. It's someone who's going to meet him in the ring. And usually Eubank's physical attributes help him to, you know, win those types of fights. He usually is got the better stamina, the better chin, and usually more powerful. But that obviously didn't show to be the case. Liam Smith showed he was more than just a pressure fighter. He's also very technical, a good counter puncher, and was able to kind of suss Chris Eubank out and got the knockout. So yeah, let's talk about this rematch. How do I think it's going to go? I think you've got to favour Liam Smith. You know, when someone beats an opponent that emphatically inside 4 rounds with a devastating knockout, you've got to back that fighter. Saying that, you know, to play devil's advocate, looking at that first fight, it was an intriguing one because watching it live, I think it was rounds 2 and 3, especially rounds 3. Well, the round before Eubank got knocked out, Eubank really came along strong, was finding a home for his signature shot, which is the uppercut. Landed about 3 of those on the trot, which is what we were kind of expecting. You know, as I was saying before, that style of Liam Smith coming forward is ideal for Eubank when you want to throw that uppercut, because he's going to be there for the shot. And Eubank really warmed into the fight round 3, and was looking super confident. And I think it was that confidence and maybe a slight naivety which led to him actually getting knocked out. He kind of left himself pretty exposed in the 4th round, got caught with a good shot. I think it was an uppercut as well, funny enough. His own great shot did come back to haunt him, and Liam Smith landed a great uppercut and then a few other shots from there. But it was really a lack of defense from Eubank that kind of caused his defeat. It was obviously, you know, great shots from Liam Smith, but Eubank's defense, like pulling out, with his chin in the air, never really able to cover up and just protect his chin. Like his chin was just out there. You know, if someone who's got the precision of Liam Smith, you know, any kind of fighter of a certain caliber is going to take advantage of that. You know, anyone who's got the kind of precision that Liam Smith does, when you see those opportunities arising where you've got a fighter hurt and they're not really tucking up, they're not protecting themselves, they're not able to hold on, they're not doing what's required to survive, they're going to take advantage of that. And Liam Smith did, and caught him on the chin about 3 or 4 times, which obviously led to him going down, or led to Eubank going down. So with that kind of information, you're looking at the second fight, and I can only see really one outcome. I'm gonna, well, I think that's a bit harsh for me actually. I'm picking Liam Smith to go on and win the rematch. I think he's got the confidence going into it, and he knows he can hurt Eubank. And I'm probably picking a later stoppage, but maybe around kind of round 9 or something like that, as for Liam Smith to get the job done. Saying that, I think it's going to be a lot harder fight. I think Eubank is going to be a lot more cautious. I think part of the reason why he got caught, as I said, was he had that really good 3rd round and then just kind of was oozing confidence and not really being cautious enough, and which caused him to get clipped. However, I think technically Liam is just a much better fighter than Eubank, and I don't think Eubank is going to be able to make the technical adjustments that are required for him to win this fight. Eubank is at the age now where I think this is his finished article. There's been numerous trainers, numerous motivational videos, and all this kind of malarkey, changing gyms, but nothing has really changed Eubank as a fighter. He is a good fighter, with some great physical attributes and very strong mentally. But other than that, I think the buck stops there. I think technically he's never really showed an improvement throughout his career. He's got some good wins on his record, but also has been very clever in the timings of fights that he's taken. Fought at De Gale, his probably best win, when he was, a shell of a man, really. So I don't want to go on a rant where I just slag off Eubank, but I don't think he is able to implement the adjustments that are going to be required in a rematch to beat Liam Smith. It will be interesting. I think there'll be rounds where Eubank, will show what he did in the first fight, in that 3rd round where he will have success against Liam Smith and will nick a few rounds and look good in there. But I think ultimately Liam Smith knows he can set Eubank up. He can set traps for Eubank, and when he backs Eubank up and the defense needs to come into play for Eubank, it's not going to be there. And I think Liam Smith will get the job done. I think he'll knock him out. And there's been talks of no towels in this fight. Eubank's saying that no one's going to throw the towel. I don't think the towel's going to be required. I think the referee's going to do his job again and probably get involved. That would be my prediction for the fight. It'll be interesting to see. I think it's going to be a great fight. As I said, I think it'll be a lot more competitive. Eubank will know he can get hurt, but I think those demons will sink in from the last fight, and I think they will take a toll. I think Eubank will be better as well, because I think there were issues with the weight cut that he did do for the original Conor Benn fight, which I definitely think played a toll physically on him. But still, I just think that Liam Smith is going to be soaring going into this fight, and I think he'll get the job done. But we'll see. I really think it's a great fight, but what a shame for Eubank. If he could have taken that Conor Benn fight, or if that was made, I think that would have been an easy win for him, and would have been, I think it would have been a lot better route for him. I think it's unfortunate how it worked out for him. But we'll see what happens on June the 17th. If you enjoyed this video, do drop a like and subscribe, hoping to grow this channel, trying to grow this channel. So do get involved. It's much appreciated. And have a good rest of the bank holiday weekend. Ciao.